I'm speaking to you mainly about the Business Law Institute at Ave Maria School of Law, which I believe is our most impressive initiative over the past few years. I do consider my law degree a vocation. After practicing in New York for many years, I relocated my family down to Florida, and I firmly believe that our Lord led me to this institution. So what exactly is this Business Law Institute, and why is it so important to our school and to our mission and to the future of our law school? I've done a lot of research on this issue, and I've come to a clear conclusion that business law is crucial for law students, and specifically to our law students. It's relevant to every area that a student will be practicing in, and students are often very skeptical. And they'll say, I don't need this. I don't want to study business law. It intimidates me. And then I take a step back and I explain to them how this will come in handy for their practice in, you name the area: personal injury law, employment law, family law. And then they say, wait a second, you're right. And then I ask them, how important was an event in history? Ask your parents, because most of them were not alive at the time. How impactful was the 2008 financial crisis, or the Enron collapse, or the Bernie Madoff scandal? And they say, yeah, you're right. And students will often come to me at the end of a course and say, I dreaded these business courses, and it turned out that this course was one of my favorites throughout law school. And that gives me a real sense of pride and fulfillment. So if this issue is so important, why isn't business law, business focus more prevalent in law school? And I think there's a few reasons for that. The main reason probably is that students and professors are often intimidated by the subject. They think it's nothing but math and calculations. And I tell my students that that's not really true. Okay, yes, there will be some math, and when we do the math, I'll get you through it, but often it's not much more than simple addition and subtraction. And I stress to them that as attorneys, we're not the ones creating the math. We're the ones interpreting, understanding, and analyzing it. And that really helps to put their minds at ease. I also express to them that understanding of math and concepts like this comes with a huge value added, that especially in this day and age, a client is simply not going to accept an answer that says, sorry, I don't do math, I don't do calculations. Especially in complex transactions, if you're working on complicated matters, refusing to do that, you're stuck in a low level of analysis, and you can't get to a sophisticated higher level if you simply ignore one component of the analysis. And it's often very fulfilling. Students will come to me and say, last week at my internship, I had a high-level discussion with a senior partner about something on a balance sheet, and they were very impressed. And other associates could not do that, but I could. And that makes me extremely proud of what I'm doing, what the law school is doing. There's the age-old issue that employers traditionally say that graduates are not prepared for the practice of law. Sure, they can think on their feet, they can think like a lawyer, but they're not ready for the real-world stuff. And that's what my Business Law Institute specifically is working to accomplish, so that one of my students graduating can hit the ground running at their law firm, at their general counsel's office, can immediately jump in, draft a contract, enter a negotiation room, hit the ground running. And that's exactly what we're trying to do.